Ah, Starscream, we meet again. If you've got some sort of harebrained scheme, keep it to yourself. I'm still upset over that last one. Hello everybody, Sparkster1701 here. We're taking a look at another character from the Cybertron Universe. This is Starscream. Once again, the popular character and the villain everybody loves to hate in the Transformers line. Of course, this is a remake of the original toy from the Cybertron line. Which unfortunately, it carries over. He does bring over the gimmick of the cyber key, but unfortunately, he does not have the spring-loaded mechanisms that the original toy did. So that's kind of useless. It just pretty much means that the energy blades here on his sides have to be manually retracted or extended. But at least if nothing else, that means you could pose him with only one of them out, if that is something you desire. Let's take a look now at Starscream's accessories. We'll start here with his blaster. It's done in a trans purple color and it looks pretty good. It also has another accessory attached to the back of it. This is his cyber key. On the original toy, it would activate a spring-loaded mechanism. Unfortunately, that has not been carried over onto this toy. But like I said, these are more... Well, you can let your kids play with them. They're more intended for adult collectors, really. And of course, when you take Starscream out of the box, you will have to attach these tail fins. While they look the same, they are not really. Because as you can see here on the fronts of them, they do have a small hole on them, and they are on opposite sides. Plus, of course, the blades are on different sides as well. So if you buy one loose, make sure to check those blades real carefully. Alright, now that we've got that done, let's take a look at how to put Starscream's articulation. Starting to get ahead of myself here. He can turn his head from side to side, and it is on a small ball joint, so it will look up and down a bit. You can raise his arms up only so far, though, due to the jet kibble getting in the way. But you can rotate his arms all the way around at the shoulder. He can bend his arm at the elbow 90 degrees, and he does feature a swivel at the bicep. So he has some G.I. Joe battle grip. He can twist only a little bit at his hips. Again, some of the kibble from the jet on his back gets in the way and interferes with it. You can spread his legs apart into a full splits. He does have a good thigh cut. You can raise his leg at the hip, slightly greater than 90 degrees, and you can bend his leg at the knee a little greater than 90 degrees. So all in all, he does have pretty good articulation, although in a couple of spots it is rather lacking. Of course, before we transform Starscream, let's show off that the instructions do state that you can store his cyber key in this horizontal slot here on his back between a couple of the fins. There we go. And of course, the gun can be connected into some of these horizontal slots down here. Although I'd prefer you just plug it into the central hole and let it droop downwards like so. That works just as well. And of course you could have it like I had it earlier and combine the gun and the key together. Right now we don't need either of those things, but Starscream does need to have the tail fins on to be to properly transform. Because to transform him, we start by taking these and we're going to shift them like so. Then we come down here and we're going to turn his arms. And once his arms have been turned, they need to open up so that we can put his hands inside. Almost helps to get his arms up. There we go. They fold out from underneath. So fold the hands in and back you go. Do that here with the other one. There it goes. Alright, now that we got his hands hidden away, we then bring his arms forward. So now he's going to act like he's going to blast at us. Something we wouldn't put past Starscream. Once we've done that, we kind of fold the arms downward here from the shoulder. Just like that. And then if the other are positioned right, rotate them so that the elbow will bend backwards. There we go. That's the way to do it. And he still smiles as we do this. That almost is unnerving. Well, we can turn him around now because, as you can see here on his back, there are a couple of posts, and they should connect up to the holes that are in his forearms. So adjust them like that, and there we go. Keeping him to his back, we reach in here and fold down this section in between. We're supposed to fold it down, not pop it off. Excuse me while I fix this. Okay, got everything back on there. I pulled this down too far. Thankfully, they just push back in. But now we would rotate his head so his head goes inside that cavity for his back. And we're going to turn him around here. Yeah, after they have us close that up. Might have to make some minute adjustments. There we go. Got that locked in. And then now we should be able to pop up this section and fold it up onto his chest. There we go. And now we come down here to his feet. We'll fold these little sections, fold this section over It's only on one side of the feet, not like many of the others that had it on both. And of course, once you've done that, you'll come under his feet, fold these fins out. And now we flip him around so we can open up these panels on the back of the legs. Yeah, up here at his head, we gotta rotate these fins around and bring them together. There we go. Turn his legs at the thigh so that his long toes now point outwards. Bring his legs into a full splits and then bend them at the knees. Then we kind of shift his feet so that they start to go downwards. There we go. Slight adjustment of his ankles if necessary. And then bring his legs under. And start to connect them together. One wing just fell off. I seem to have a lot of trouble with wings in this toy line for some reason. I do not know why. But I just do. If I didn't know better, I'd almost say a dinosaur penguin had a hand in this. But yeah, part of it, the legs do attach to this portion from earlier. So that's holding things up a little bit. There we go. I think we got it. Just about got it. Almost. Keeps falling apart on me. Of course, once we have that all together, you can then fold the wings into their proper positions. Still fighting with this. There we go. And then I just knocked the other one off. And there we go. And then they instruct us to go ahead and connect the gun and the cyber key together again. And then they can be stored in here upside down so that they attach to some posts here on the tail wing. Rather ingenious spot to put it. And there we have Starscream in his jet mode. Which looks kind of wicked. In its own way, it's almost fitting for Starscream. But getting down to my thoughts, I think it's a bit of a pain to transform him. he seems to be a little bit over-engineered. Because, I mean, he still doesn't look quite right here for the purposes of our review. But nothing seems to, well, many of it just doesn't want to fall into place here, so that always drives me batty when it won't. But there isn't a whole lot we can do. But all in all, I am impressed and pleased with how it is and what it represents for Starscream in particular. Because it is another beloved version of the character. And I know there are a lot of fans of Starscream out there. And this one is also one of the more popular ones. So it is nice to see a chance for modern fans to get a chance to have one. But I think it could have been designed a little bit better. Just to be honest with you. But at any rate, that's my review of the Cybertron Starscream from Legacy United. I hope you all enjoyed it. Please do remember that if you love the content we feature on this channel, I would appreciate a like, share, comment, and subscribe. This is Sparkster1701 saying I'll catch you all later.